this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Here's Newton now on second down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
Now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. On first down, Newton. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there at 22. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On second down, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. From the 50, Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Tucker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. A big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. He's got daylight past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 83 yards. And the Packers have taken the early lead. And all the pressure that goes on in these playoffs, but the first score here in the divisional round always very key.
Partner, this team handled it like it was a regular season game. That they were confident in what they were doing, came right out and established themselves early.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
And this one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. To throw is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 48 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll try the left side. Green down right around the 25. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick. Make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lawson. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On 1st down, Watson finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Newton. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
On second down, here's Watson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. And he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They fake the give. Newton. 20. Over the middle, complete. It's Simon. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. From the red zone now, Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Off play action. Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And look out. I think he's going to go. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And he puts it through. is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. So out now come the Cardinals. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Newton. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 41 yards. They go play action here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. On second down now, Green. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great effort there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are pouring it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to wind up and air it out. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. They'll run on first down. Green. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Green. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And Crosby puts it through, and they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Now a first down throw for Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Second and 10, Newton again. Now he's flushed out right. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the offense has it first and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. They still can't get it. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. To throw on second down. Newton. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The Cardinals on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 17. Well, I think this is a free play for Newton. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And his kick is indeed good. So we've got, hold that thought, Mr. Ridley. We've got a trip to the title game on the line. Folks are eager to get right back to the action. This one taken from the 7. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now a handoff looking right. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards gets him back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. Looking left side, and it's complete. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And now a first down following that long gain. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Offense readies for a 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right around the 31. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Flushed out right. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Green. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers continue to roll. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Steps away to his left. And now running right through him. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So they pick up the 1st down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. A shotgun snap for Newton. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton is going to go for a big play downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
Let's go. Four down. Here we go. Ryan 38.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lawson. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Watson now looking to throw on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Brandon Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And on 2nd and 10 now. To throw again. Newton. Escaping the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
He's got the 1st down and more past the 40. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flush to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Cardinals are able to make things a bit more respectable. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Cardinals say they have it. They do. Arizona recovers. You know, it's interesting. There was not an onside kick recovered the first 7 weeks in 2015. Teams were 0 of 24, Charles, to start the year. Has it gotten harder to recover these onside kicks?
I don't think it's gotten harder, but when you cite stats such as 0 for 24,
that's staggering.
That keeps people from trying it at all.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Now a handoff looking right. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Right. He's shot right here. He's shot on the right. Right. 3 down. Dude, a sack. Come on. Hey, alert 3. Wake up. He's checking.
Play action. It's Newton. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Quick hitch, complete. It's Johnson. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. The first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
The Cardinals on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cardinals are in for 6. And he knocks it through. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it.
There he goes left side. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Packers are pouring it on. And this one through the uprights and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. That goes for a gain of 31. They run the counter now on first down. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, 50 the mic, 50 the mic.
And they'll run it here. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Going to give this time to the tailback. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this.
Here we go. Ohio, flex round, flex round.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Ohio, Ohio. Flex round, flex round. Ohio. 4 down, 4 down. Come on, let's go. Flex round, flex round, flex round. 52.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. Ohio, Ohio. Ohio, Ohio.
Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Gonna let one, and that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
Flex round, flex round.
And Watson's gonna throw it here. Flush to his right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's Watson to throw on 2nd down. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. From the gun, here's Watson. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lead, yeah, a little extra on top.
And he'll bang that one through.
Nice touchdown, baby. Keep working. Hey, touchdown! Woo! That's what I'm talking about, baby.